long story, but I ended up selling it on an option for $550 a week. At the sale price was $345, and I've given them $200 a week rent credit. And a little thing that I throw in there, if they pay their payments on time every time, I give them an extra $1,000 back off the rent credit.
Okay.
And that's just a little tiny bit that I throw at the end. And
That's okay.
It works a treat.
Great. Little clause that Jeff puts in. Thanks very much. Go ahead, Jeff.
Alex and I, my wife, we had one last week where you can sort of work the rent credit as a premium rather than discounting. The guy didn't have his $10,000 deposit, so we said, okay, let's put you on a savings plan. We worked out a number, and basically it's a rent credit sitting on top of it, so it's like a prepayment. Works for us at great premium cash flow, a bit under $300 a week of positive cash flow, and he's building a faster deposit in the home to cash him out quicker.
Okay, so you've got a special little savings account built into it. Oh, this product is so flexible. John?
Yeah, we do all the, I guess we could say we give them 100% credit because we treat it as a P&I loan. So
right.
if we buy the house for $200, we sell it for $270, we treat all the payments as a payment on a $270 P&I loan.
Right, and so when the guy decides to exercise the option, it would simply be the balance of that outstanding loan.
That's correct.
Okay. What you begin to see here, if we start to talk about different ways you can do these, we'll be there till 4 in the morning. It's just two people standing around to, what do you want? If I know what you want, I'll figure out a way, or come up with a way to give it to you, as long as it makes business sense for me. Very, very flexible. Okay, now just before I get Tony up here, a couple of things. Let's talk about how we're going to market these things. Wow, rent to own, excellent opportunity to own your own home, 3-bedroom, low down payment, $800 a month, phone number, blah, 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 rent to own. Write a little ad there, lease purchase, build equity while you rent. 3-bedroom, $800 a month. Rent to own, low down, you fix it up. I'll trade the handyman skills for a down payment. Okay. Okay, I'm going to come back to those ones in a minute because I want to cover those in a different section. Okay, so virtually on your ad, I'm just going to write an ad in the paper that says rent to buy, rent to own. Rent to own, 3-bedroom in blah, blah, blah. $540 a week, $225 a week. It's the same old stuff. The difference is, now, here's where I found some interesting stuff. What you're going to find is I'll actually do a rent-to-own ad. See, normally I'd do the rent-to-own ad, you'd think, in places for rent. And, you know, I've had success with this. Has any of the guys in the class put the rent-to-own ad in the for sale? Yep. Yeah? It's funny, isn't it? You'll put it in the rent, people, because the renter people look into the rent to rent to rent to rent to rent, and I'll do the rent-to-own. But then I'm looking over here to these other ones where house for sale, people want to buy a house. I'll put my rent-to-own in there. And I do just as well, if even better, in there because it's rent to own. So I've kind of left the door open. It's like all these people want to own, but they can rent to own. So it's like try before you buy. I'll even start my headline: try before you buy. Rent to own my place for blah blah blah. You know, that one's worked quite well. So the same kind of ads that we were doing before. Just remember, if you're going to put rent to own, you would probably say rent to own, and I would not write seller will finance buyer into.